think he's from Dallas. I don't remember. I was asked earlier, compared to Chris T, how does Sevens play, or what's the change of the plans, or what's the difference, the key differences in this set? The first thing that I can say is Sevens plays very kind of like that jury play. He plays very wild. Like, the best way I can explain it is Chris T is a wild player. No, is a very, like, he plays very contained with chaotic tendencies. Sevens plays very chaotic. And I will say one of my biggest things that biggest detriments to me as a player, I don't do very well against Craig's like tendencies. I don't do very well when people are like doing things that I don't think that's gonna happen, like dash up when they're negative or stuff like that, or anything like that. I play very patient, but like, you know, my reactions get the best of me sometimes. I don't have the best reactions. Like when they're on, but I have to kind of have that conditioned inside to know it's gonna happen. And as you're gonna see in this set specifically, is the only times that I win is when I'm reacting to the things he's doing well, and when I'm not reacting to them is when I'm losing. As far as I remember, right? It's kind of as his name says, he applies pressure, but it's more of like you just have to. It's one of those things. Like, again, I'm not trying to, you know, talk bad about players and stuff. Like, obviously, I lost. He was a better player. He did well to defeat me in this set. But I will say, like, I honestly just lost, like, to the mental game. I felt like I didn't lose to Ken or a player or like off of skill. I just lost because I didn't, you know, like it was just, again, the pressure. It was just the pressure that beat me. So we're saying, Ken, thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. But let's go ahead and go into it. I want to see. This set was very long and very close. It was a very, very close set. I told myself before the tournament started, I told myself there's two Kens that I don't want to play that will beat me, and these are the two Kens that played me and beat me. I did Ace Vito, thank you so much for the follow. I don't know if I said your name right. I apologize, but thank you so much for the follow. So let's just see how this plays out. Now we put the
round one. Fight.
Key displays. Let's go. So my goal, I played it before, and he's very, like, this is his game. His game is fireball, trap into DP or V skill, and dash up. That is the game plan for him. And my game plan is, if I can stop him from dashing up, I win. That's basically my game plan. Obviously, got anti-air. Hopefully, it gets better. We'll see how it goes. But that's my game plan, is to not get mind game. Let's see. I should be V-skilling this. I finally do. I get a hit. And again, I can go for sweeps in these matchups. Don't get the anti-air, but that one's okay because I went for a poke. That's okay. Okay, and this is what I'm talking about right here. This is what I'm talking about, and this is like not. This is not bad, but the problem is that this works if he was like heavy kicking me, and me being worried about crush counter. I just was too worried about nothing. I shouldn't have been. So he's able to do the whole dash, and then go for a throw. And then this is where it all comes together. This is where it all goes. Now I have to guess right. And first round I don't guess right. Just funny enough, I just don't guess right the first round. Gets a throw. And this is what he's willing to do. Now I don't know about the EX fireball, but he gets a kill. So Round one goes to him. Again, it all comes down to just getting thrown in the corner. And once I get my corner, like as much as I like my corner game, my defensive corner is not the best against him. Don't get the anti-air again. So, big problems that I have. I just need to work on it. And it's funny too because I tell myself, okay, I'm just gonna do air to air. I'm gonna react, and I just don't. I don't know. Again, no anti-air. I could have punished that fireball with the X. Get the sweep. The only good thing that's happening is I'm not getting mixed up yet. But now I have to watch out for these small instances that I can get thrown. Get the counter hit, go for the counter, for the crouching middle kick. Now I am tired. Keep him in the corner. Should have done it again. Get the beast still out. Go for the meaty. I was not worried about the DP. And there I go again, the throw. The throw in the corner, what kills me, but I get the dash in on the throw. Get thrown again. And then you can punish this with DX legs, which I do. No anti-air. Oh. This is gonna be a recurring theme. But then I followed him, caught him in a bunch of the fireball. That was the right play. Like just as long as he doesn't dash up and touch me like a punt. So we go to the final round. Let's see how this goes. Okay, fireball. Anti-air. There we go. Yay, anti-air. Missed the anti-air, but I get a punish. So good. Waiting for the uppercut. I'm gonna play full bait here. I am not gonna meaty him. Not gonna do anything. As bad as that sounds, I just don't want to get mixed up into the ground, into the corner. That's my goal. If I have to do that, I'll do that. I am not gonna go and pressure him. -4. Can't punish it, but it's my turn. And I know the dash is coming. Like, I feel it in my bones. I'm like, he's gonna dash at me. Just watch. Just watch. So he backs off. As long as I can just keep him from engaging me. Like if I can defend both engagements, dash and jumps, I'll be fine. I'll be fine. Oh, get the crush counter. Let's go. Damage. And I back off. I'm like, I should have just backdashed. I should have just got away. Goes for the cross up. Again, I could have screen bird, but whatever. I could have jabbed that. Good DP. And I block it. Get the punish. Round 1 goes to me. Or game 1 goes to me. Okay. As you can, I'm telling you, I'm not going to go that route and say, man, this guy sucks. Because he doesn't. He's obviously in the tournament. He's obviously as far as I am. Subsequently, he beats me, right? Like, he beats me in this match, in this tournament. But I just feel like if my game was there and I was thinking, like, critically, I should have won this. Right? But, you know, let's move on. Let's go to the next game. I was able to defend. I was able to keep things calm. I was able to be mentally ready. So let's go ahead and go on to the next set. Winner of this plays against Abigail, another Texas player. Mad Kid. So I felt pretty strong. I felt like if I can beat this, I can beat the next guy. I can go on and maybe, you know, have a chance of getting out of this.
Round 1. Fight.
Now the thing is that you want to have a good variety of neutral play, and you want to have a good variety of playing patient. Because you don't want to get whacked with a roundhouse. You don't want to get crush countered. You don't want anything of that happening. But at the same time, you don't want to be, you know, stand. So you don't want to not press buttons. Because once you not press buttons and they're able to dance on you, it's over. But let's go on. Just like that, you know. Like just look at this. Just look at this, chat. Look at this. I whack him with a heavy kick, and he dashes up throws. Like, that takes a lot of balls. That just takes, obviously it's on me for reacting. Obviously, it's my fault, but to do that, it's just something I'm not used to, right? So go ahead. Putting pressure again. Should have crouching middle punch under these. There you go. Good roundhouse. So I played good neutral. For some reason he jumps away. He jumps away again. I don't know why he jumps away. And there's no reason to like back off because I'm not even in a threat position. I should be crouching middle punching. There you go. Dash up. I shouldn't have fouled forward right now. I should be poking. Fierce punches. Like I should be doing fierce punches. I'm waiting. Like you guys can tell. I'm waiting for the dash. I'm waiting for him to just dash so I can punish him. I'm trying. I should have done a better punch there. So now this is the critical part. Let's go back to being like critical instead of just complaining about how I lose. This is the part where he's getting close to V trigger. This is the part of the game where a lot of people kind of go into tunnel vision, forget about what Kim can do. As long as you're on point with your defense, as long as you're okay. I got V trigger. I got 2 bars. I'm okay. Just don't let the big thing happen. Like don't give him the big play. That's the biggest thing. Don't give him the big play. And so as long as your defense is there, as long as you're able to keep him out, you're fine. But I cannot be hit into something. Like if I have to block all day, I'll block all day. If I have to take throw, just don't, try not to get thrown easily. Make it hard for him, but always be on the point. So there, like here, I could have gone DP, but it's okay. Went for my meaty. I didn't want to cross up. For some reason in my mind, I was like, I don't want to cross up. I want to stay on this side of the corner. I don't want to get trapped. And then he went for the defense. Kind of crazy. Can't see any time. I'll try fixing it up there. It should be up. I'll fix it after the set. Anyway. Oh, let me pause it and talk while I'm doing that. Let's see. Let me know if that's better. I'll raise up my audio on my Street Fighter. Okay. So the pressure is like no problem. The meter is kind of close. He activated his V trigger. I've activated my V trigger. Now it's kind of like, can I find the hole to punish him? That's all I'm looking for. Just the hole to punish. And so he pressured me in the corner. He got me. Backed up. Actually, let's kind of back up because I kind of lost focus a little bit. Alright. So, activated. And so here, I could have blocked high. I think I should have blocked high and punished him, but I didn't get to punish him here. Threw me in the corner. Alright, now we're back to where we're at. So I'm just trying not to go for the forward drop. That's what he's looking for. As long as you don't jump forward, you don't lose. That's the right here. So if I don't jump forward, I won't die. So my goal is to go under and miss. And he actually dashed way too many times and got into my EX favor. Unfortunately.
Round 2.
So let's go to the next round. Get the crush counter key. And again, another one where it's just, if you don't think it's gonna happen, and it does. Throws me in the corner. Now I'm not done yet. Like I could have. Let me see what's that. Another thing. Let me see what that negative. I think it's negative 6. Yeah, it's negative 6. So, but I didn't have any meter. I think I could crouching middle kick it. I just didn't. So wow, thank you so much. What's up? I'm just used to seeing someone near me like show it. Thank you for watching. Nice punish on the dash. I didn't get the jab that. I'm starting to crack in the corner, which is very unfortunate. I'm starting to crack, and I cracked. So that whole round, I got to the corner. Again, my defense in the wall is really bad. I should have probably reversal early on. I probably should have done some spin bird here and there, but whatever. Alright, last round for the second game. As long as you jump early on those fireballs, you're fine. But if you jump late, they're gonna DP you. Didn't get the anti-air that I wanted. got a really bad egg there. I didn't know why I jumped. But it's okay. Oh, another crush counter. Okay, this time I was just like, I'm gonna block. And he actually gave me the opening, but I'm just like cracking. I don't know, and I cracked. And I died. Like, it was just really bad play. Like all all my planning from the first game went out the window. I started jumping at him, I started being too aggressive. Kind of like when I was playing the jury. It was like, I was just being very anxious when I didn't have to be. Just neutral, play like solid on the ground, do your thing. And it didn't pan out, and I paid for it. And then again, I just kind of guessed wrong on my wake ups, and it just wasn't pretty. It wasn't pretty at all. So here it is, the last round, last game. I'm feeling kind of pressured. It's kind of like annoying me a little bit because I feel like it's all the bad stuff that Ken does to. It's coming back to me, all the bad memories, and I'm just trying to be like, no, like I need to like just chill. I need to just go back to what I was doing, playing patient, catching middle punching, not jumping, things like that. So let's see how it goes in this last round. And he'll give you. See, the thing is that he'll give you that space. He'll give you that you'll back off. But it's kind of like one of those false sense of security where you feel like everything's fine, and then here comes a dash up throw, you know, like it's one of those things. And he tried it, and I punished him. So good on me. Again, no reason to jump. And I thought a throw was gonna come, so I got hit with this. All the dashes, all the frame traps, all the plus. Okay, and I decided to go for the cross up. I want to get out. I don't want to be in the corner. Very smart play. I can still get a meaty off of this, which I do. And I'm +2. That's good. Just in anti-air. I don't know why I went for a jump. Had the anti-air. Nice punish. Good punish. Get the frame trap. And I just got clipped. I got clipped. I was doing so well, and I was like, I missed my country middle punch, and I was just right where you needed to. Oh, Kenzo, what's up, man? Yeah, a lot of this, basically all for you guys. I'll be definitely uploading all this to YouTube later. But let's see how this second round starts. Again, just kind of contesting him, not trying to let him get a free dash. I'm trying to be active, but I'm also just trying to be reactive. Nice. Get him in the corner. Nice backdash by him. That was really good backdash. Get some more damage going. He's pressing a lot of buttons, where I noticed. He pressed a lot of buttons here. And I'm trying to get the stun. Again, this is what I should have been doing. Fierce punch, fierce punch, fierce punch. Instead of going for these, you know, waiting and fireball and jumps, I should have done more fierce punch. But I have a big life lead. I told myself, okay, I need to chill. I need to relax. I need to just, you know, get the punch when I can. I don't get the wish punish that taunts on me. And get this jump, and I'm like, okay, I'm okay. I'm going to the corner, but I'm okay. And I go for this wrong. I don't know. I went for it just to activate V trigger, but it worked out, turned out. So this is the last round. This is the last round, last game. Let's see how it pans out. Just, you know. Oh, that thing clipped me, and I get hit by this mix-up. Like, this is where it gets really, like, dirty. I try to backdash, though. And I get crushed. Like, you see what I mean? And it just, that's where it ends. It was unfortunate. That last round was really bad for me. That's kind of like one of those things that you have to learn to overcome mentally. It's not just you guys. It's not just new players. It's not just moderate players. Any player that doesn't have that fortitude to just overcome and breathe and figure out the right play, that's where it gets really tough. And unfortunately for me, this is the end of my run. I wasn't mad. Like, I never actually got mad. I mean, I was down that I lost the set, and down that I got eliminated. But I felt like I played very well throughout. As we can see throughout this analysis, that I could have played a lot better. Most importantly, the anti-airs. I got clipped by that that EX dive kick. Like the one time I was like ready to anti-air, it was like a little bit delayed and clipped me, and I was like, wow, that's it. It was just something that you have to just figure out on the fly, and Ken is kind of like one of those characters that is like the personal demon. Just because there's so much in the neutral that you have to worry about, that it's hard for me to like take it easy or be on cruise control. You know, I can't just coast it. I have to always be thinking about this. I always gotta be thinking about the corner. You can always get thrown. Like, you know, like Ken's one of those characters that when you get thrown, you have to guess again when you wake up. But it was good stuff to him. He played it really well. Again, I was like, you know, rounds away from winning this and possibly advancing in the tournament further. But all in all, I know that I needed to be a little bit more footsie heavy, not wait around too much. That was the pretty much thing. The biggest detriment to my play was I gave him the breathing. Like, he gave me breathing space, but I also gave him breathing space for trying to react too hard. If I would have just kind of like played it and used the neutral more, he wasn't like swinging with roundhouse and stuff. And I know he was jumping, but he wasn't jumping a lot. It was just more of I waited too long, and because I thought too much about the jump or the dash, because I thought about the dash and jump, and I needed to clear my mind better at that stuff. Mr. Ellis Combos, thank you so much for the follow, host, appreciate it. But yeah, like all in all, like there's always something that you can do to better your play, and the hardest thing to do is to look at your matches and watch you lose, because you already know that you lost. Like I get students that like let's review your matches, and they're like, no, not this one. I know why I lost. I played like that. I'm like, okay, but it's still good to watch them, because you need to be reminded, and you need to look at yourself in the mirror and say like, hey, this is where I need to get better, right? A lot of players tend to like kind of quit on themselves, and they get frustrated because they don't know how to get better. And the answers are really just simple. Like, sometimes it just takes, you know, an anti-air. Maybe it takes a better combo. Maybe it takes better punishes. You know, better defense to command grab and things like that. Hello, Miss Stylish Combos. It's definitely a work in progress. It's definitely something that needs to be addressed. Right, a small adjustments make huge difference, and that's what these are for. Now for me, I want to play more in tournaments. I kind of was like, you know, the last few months, well, obviously because of work. Funny enough, when I did this tournament, I was actually working when I did this tournament. And my focus was like not all the way into the tournament because I was working. Like, I was playing and I was in my match and I was, you know, I was doing my thing. And there's no excuse, right? Like, I lost. But at the same time, like, I just haven't had the time to really play. That's why you don't see me stream that much. That's why it's kind of one of those things where I don't get to play as often as I want, which is fine. Like, I'm not complaining. I'll try to do streams. I actually bought Street Fighter 5 on PC, so what I'm wanting to do is kind of become a little bit more of a content creator. I know my stuff isn't that great content-wise, or at least like creative-wise. Like, it doesn't look pretty, but I feel like my information is good, especially if you're learning to be a fighting game player, wanting to be in tournaments and just trying to improve. That's kind of like been my goal the last few years, and my focus has been on improving players, not improving myself much, just improving other people and helping them get better. Because a lot of people don't have the scenes, or don't have the locals, or don't have people to play with, and are stuck. And I hate seeing people stuck when it's easily like you can just tell them to do this and they get better, or do that and they'll get better. And so some people just need guidance. That's why I train people. I do teach when I can. So I plan on doing a rookie to gold climb with every character. It's a lot. Do I love Street Fighter that much? Probably, but I plan on doing that with some commentary. It won't be like the best, but I kind of want to do this to help anybody that uses any character. To figure out mistakes, what you're supposed to look for, what you're supposed to do, how to defeat certain tendencies, what to do when people jump, things like that. I think the first character I'm gonna do it with is probably Ryu. As basic as that sounds, I feel like that's a good starting point, is use Ryu and then go. And I'm gonna use everybody. I tend to do it with every character, but yeah, I'm gonna try to use that as a way to help people improve. A lot of people are stuck in bronze and silver, and so I want to give them the right information, the right details to get better. So I'll be doing that. I just need to. I guess I don't know. I'm hoping there's like a way to like easily make new accounts on PC. I know Street Fighter 4 had a reset button, like literally like, oh, you want to delete your records, and you could, and you start at 0 again. I wish there was a way to do that in 5. I don't know if there is. I'll look for it, and if not, I'll just have to make new accounts here and there. Like I'll just make them with character names and stuff. But yeah, I'm excited to do that. I still need to do more break that move. I haven't. I did like the first 2 episodes and that's kind of stopped, but I need to do episode 3. I'm gonna try to do that sometime, maybe today. While I'm at work, try to like sneak it in really quick. They're only like 10-15 minute videos, but I think they're helpful. Like first one I did was Bison's head stomp, and the second one I did was I did Abigail's run. So now I want to do Mika's charging heavy kick. I want to try to do it with at least one character. Some characters, they don't really have anything that's like broken or annoying, but I'm gonna try to sneak something in. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, that'll do it for me for today. I pretty much didn't want to do any kind of matches. Been watching a lot of the speedruns, SPDQs going on right now, so and I got work in 2 hours anyway, so I can't really spend time streaming. But I'll try to do one. I'll try to do one tomorrow morning, if not during the day. It's just tomorrow's got so many good speedruns. They got like a Sonic blog, they got Resident Evil blog, they got Devil May Cry. So I'm just kind of like, maybe I'll find time. Maybe to the Yakuza or something. If not, we'll do more Street Fighter. But yeah, guys, thanks so much for watching.